Well, hello everybody out in YouTube world. Yes, I am still dealing with headaches, but I am working on my garden as much as I can, and I'd like to share with you what I'm up to today. I've got my little heat mat for seedlings here, and I have a couple of tomato seedlings growing in some vermiculite here. And when I was training my wedding crashers, I cut off some of the lower stems. Now I just dropped them in this vermiculite with the tomatoes, see if they root out. If they do, bingo, 3 new wedding crashers. That would be cool. If not, no problem. In here we also have some hash plant cuttings in some rapid rooters. See if we can get these to root out. Because honestly, my hash plant experiment with the tomatoes has gone awry, is what I'm going to call it. It has gone awry. As you can see over here, my tomato plant is fruiting. What that also means is this beast of a plant that's got one branch coming out here, hey Penny Lane, and another branch coming the other side that's about the same size, and Penny, can we please be quiet? A little bit bigger actually. Quiet, please, Penny Lane. What? Oh my gosh, why does this happen? Every time I press record, my dog goes batshit. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, what I was trying to say about my tomato plant, hash plant scenario, what's going on in here, is that tomatoes are now in full flower fruiting mode, and they are sucking the nutrients out of that water faster than the pot can take it in. And I am talking like this poor hash plant, all the new growth is showing severe signs of lack of nutrients, and I am giving them new nutri every other day. But see, these tomatoes are taking everything. They are sucking all the newts out of the water. Now, I thought, like they take pretty much similar nutritional, and this one isn't in flower, it's in fruit. It isn't in flower. It's in vegetative mode still. And it can't even survive enough on vegetative mode while this is in fruit. So, yeah. I would say that if you are going to grow tomatoes and marijuana in the same container, you would have to really up the scale as far as the size of the pot that they're in. And I also think you will, like I am running into massive nutritional needs. And when I try to feed it enough nutrients, it tends to cook it, and when I don't, it starves. So I'm still looking for that happy medium. What I'm basically understanding here is that you cannot grow these two plants are competing. They are not complementary, and they are not this is a definite failed experiment, other than the fact that yes, I am growing some tomatoes, and I don't want to kill off the pot plant because I don't want all of that dead root matter, and that will be a real mess to try to just pull out the marijuana roots without damaging the tomato roots too much. And she's fruiting right now, so I'm really just kind of not sure what to do on that. But yeah, experiment wise, I learned a lot. about the nutritional needs of these two plants. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It really was not a plan. Obviously, it didn't work out so great. Both of these plants outgrew their habitation and required a lot of super cropping. And yeah, now that the tomatoes are fruiting, got some issues. But here, had to get rid of my potatoes. They caught some root rot. And this is my daughter's pumpkin patch. This is being grown entirely in vermiculite. Absolutely no soil. So this is basically a hydroponic grow that my 8-year-old is running. I am assisting with the feeding scheduling, but this was her baby right from the beginning. And I'm pretty proud of her. She got all of her seeds to sprout and transplant nicely, and they're coming up in the vermiculite really well. This was the first one. We put a string around it. This was the first one to sprout, and it's about one of the healthiest, biggest plants we have in here. But yeah, the pumpkin patch is coming along quite well. As you can see, my carrots, not so great, but my broccoli and cauliflower plants are luscious. I'm still struggling to grow tomatoes. I've mentioned this to y'all before. I suck at growing tomatoes, and it's supposed to be like the hallmark of the indoor gardener to be able to pull off nice tomatoes. Well, you know, I'd like to be able to pull off nice all vegetables, including my smokables. But you know, over here I have some African violets that are done flowering. We're just waiting for some new buds. And these are sweet peas, snow peas, snap peas? They're peas. Anyways, the whole point of this video today was to introduce y'all to one of the tools I use for making all the fun recycled equipment that I use. One of the tools I use, the most important tool, is my heat wand. And it kind of looks like a girly version of a soldering gun. It's kind of basically what it is. It comes with these nifty embossing tools that are great for doing handcrafts, cutting plastic and crap. But what I use this for most of all is aeration and plastics. Because I had a couple of things that I wanted to do today. I wanted to turn my gallon jug into a watering lid so that I don't have to pour it into my watering pot. I can just water right from the lid. So I have my watering lid and the wand, and really very simple. You just poke. I freaking love this wand. It makes dealing with plastics so easy. You don't have to deal with all those little shreddies that come when you're drilling, and there's none of the pressure stuff from all the pushing, like sawing and drilling. Very quick, very easy. And it's good for making cheap net cups instead of, I know net cups are cheap, but if you're like me and you like to see things recycled and reused instead of thrown in the landfill, take your ice cap cups from Tim Hortons and turn them into an easy net cup with your heat wand. Just go around and put all your little holes in. And I could continue and show you this, but I mean, they're holes. Yeah, you get it. What you do after it's all said and done, is you end up with a cup that has holes all the way around, and you can then use it as a hydroponic net. And also work for, well, any place where you're going to use a net. Yeah. So yeah, a tool that you can pick up for about $20–25 from any crafting store can turn pretty much any bit of plastic into something you can reuse. So, peace and love. Keep your days lit, your nights on fire. Have a good one, y'all.